Am I the only one that didn't know you can outgrow friendships? It feels like such a taboo thing to admit, doesn't it? We're taught that friendships are supposed to last forever, like some kind of unbreakable bond. But the truth is, people change. Life circumstances shift, and sometimes the friendships that once nourished us can start to feel different, maybe even toxic. It's a realization that can be both liberating and incredibly painful. You start questioning everything you thought you knew about loyalty and connection. You wonder if you're a bad person for even considering letting go. Seriously, not every friend is meant to stay forever. We hold on to this idea that longevity equals value, but that's simply not true when it comes to relationships. Just because you've known someone for years doesn't automatically mean they're good for you now. Think about it. You're not the same person you were 5, 10, or 15 years ago. Your priorities have changed, your values have evolved, and your needs are different. It's perfectly natural for friendships to run their course. Some friendships are meant to be seasonal, serving a specific purpose during a particular chapter of your life. And that's okay. Let's talk about cutting off toxic friends. It's a tough topic, but an important one. Recognizing toxicity in a friendship can be tricky because it often manifests in subtle ways. It's not always about dramatic blow-ups or obvious betrayals. Sometimes, it's the constant negativity, the subtle digs, the one-sided support, or the feeling of being constantly drained after spending time with them. Learning to identify these patterns is the first step towards protecting your well-being. First off, it's okay to walk away from people who bring you down. You are not obligated to stay in a friendship that consistently harms your mental or emotional health. This isn't about being selfish, it's about self-preservation. Think of it like this. You wouldn't stay in a job that made you miserable every day, would you? The same principle applies to friendships. Your well-being is paramount, and you have the right to prioritize it. Toxic friends can guilt-trip you, making you feel responsible for their happiness or problems. They might use emotional manipulation to get their way, playing the victim or making you feel like you're abandoning them if you don't cater to their needs. This kind of behavior is a major red flag. Ignore your boundaries, consistently crossing lines that you've clearly established. They might disregard your requests for space, pressure you into doing things you're not comfortable with, or dismiss your feelings as unimportant. Healthy friendships are built on mutual respect and understanding of boundaries, or just leave you feeling worse about yourself. After spending time with them, do you feel energized and uplifted, or drained and insecure? Do they celebrate your successes and offer genuine support, or do they subtly undermine your achievements and make you feel inadequate? Pay attention to how their presence affects your overall well-being. You don't owe anyone endless chances just because you have history. The past doesn't negate the present. Just because you've shared memories and experiences with someone doesn't mean you're obligated to endure their toxic behavior indefinitely. People can change, and sometimes those changes aren't for the better. It's important to evaluate the friendship based on its current state, not on what it used to be. Here's the key. Set your boundaries. Clearly define what you are and are not willing to tolerate in the friendship. Communicate these boundaries assertively and consistently. This might involve saying no to requests that make you uncomfortable, limiting the amount of time you spend with them, or addressing specific behaviors that are causing you distress. If they can't respect them, it's not your job to fix them. You are not a therapist, a fixer, or a martyr. You cannot force someone to change their behavior or respect your boundaries if they are unwilling to do so. It's important to recognize when you've done all you can and to accept that some people are simply not capable of being healthy friends. You're allowed to put your mental health first, even if it means disappointing someone else. Your well-being is not negotiable. Prioritizing your mental health is not selfish, it's essential. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and you cannot be a good friend to others if you are constantly depleted and emotionally drained, even if it feels uncomfortable. Cutting ties with a toxic friend can be incredibly difficult, especially if you've known them for a long time or if you share a close history. You might feel guilty, sad, or even scared of being alone. But remember that discomfort is often a sign of growth. Cutting someone off doesn't need to be dramatic. You don't need to have a big confrontation or a tearful goodbye. Sometimes, the most effective way to end a toxic friendship is to simply fade away. You can distance yourself, gradually reducing contact and communication. This allows you to create space for yourself and to detach emotionally from the friendship. Communicate honestly, expressing your feelings and needs in a clear and respectful manner. This might involve explaining why you're distancing yourself or setting boundaries, or simply stating that you no longer feel the friendship is serving you, or just stop engaging. Sometimes the most peaceful approach is to simply stop initiating contact and to disengage from their attempts to reach out. This allows the friendship to naturally fade away without unnecessary drama or conflict. Remember, real friends lift you up, they support your dreams, celebrate your successes, and offer a shoulder to cry on when you're going through a tough time. They make you feel good about yourself and inspire you to be a better person. They always see the best in you and encourage you to be a better version of yourself, not drain your energy or self-worth. Toxic friendships, on the other hand, leave you feeling depleted, insecure, and constantly questioning yourself. They chip away at your confidence and make you feel like you're never good enough. It might hurt at first, allowing yourself to grieve the loss of the friendship. It's okay to feel sad, angry, or confused. Acknowledge your emotions and allow yourself time to heal, but making space for better people is worth it. By removing toxic influences from your life, you create room for healthier, more supportive relationships to blossom. You deserve to be surrounded by people who genuinely care about you and who contribute positively to your well-being. Trust yourself. Protect your peace. You are the best judge of what's right for you. Listen to your intuition and don't be afraid to make difficult decisions that prioritize your well-being. Your peace of mind is invaluable. You deserve friends who genuinely care about you, who support your growth, and who make you feel loved and valued for who you are. Don't settle for anything less.